What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, in today's video, we are going over Solana as an incredibly bullish formation is happening on the Solana charts that says we may be going up to set a new all-time high much sooner than later. Now, since last video, we have seen some fantastic growth in setting of new higher highs and higher lows. Now, of course, in the last video, we were paying close attention to this descending wedge. I said that if we were able to recapture that descending wedge and break out to the upside, that we can expect a move back up to our previous level of resistance around $247 to $245. Now, of course, what you can see happening is that during that video, we did start to make the move. And after that video ended, we continued to move back up to the upside, setting a high at $246 directly into our price target zone. Now, during that big move, we saw the formation of so many bullish patterns. So I would say the most notable being this massive W bottom that formed on the hourly charts. What we can see here is that we put in this low here and we put in this low here. Similar here, looking at a W bottom. Now, what we know is that when we set in this high in between two bottoms, bottom number one, bottom number two, and this is the middle, that this is midline resistance. Once we clear that midline resistance, these things tend to take off. Now, what we saw happen, boom, boom, the breakout came back down, broke through the descending wedge, rode that support all the way back down right to this midline resistance, flipped it into support, continuation upwards, setting of a new high, textbook movement. So this has been an extremely bullish move to the upside, but it has been a very strong technical move to the upside, which says that it is very within the realm of possibility for it to continue. So going forward, let's take a look at what we need to see happen for us to go set that new all-time high, especially as we have seemingly found support on top of our monthly resistance and support channel. Of course, this pink channel that we can see here, as well as the fact that we established some support on top of our daily 20 EMA and simple moving average. You can see here that our daily 20 SMA and EMA were in the same area. We interacted with both of them, seemingly found some support, and are looking to continue upwards. So now that it does seem as if support has been established, let's talk about what we need to see in order for us to now go up to set a new all-time high. So at the moment, what I'm paying the closest amount of attention to is this seeming level that is going to be, let's go ahead, $246. Now, $246 is going to be one of the most significant levels that Solana is going to have over the next couple days. If we're able to clear the resistance as provided by this inverse head and shoulders at $246, there is a strong likelihood of a continuation to the upside, with the technical target being all the way up to, let's go ahead and apply this technical target, being up towards $272. Now, not only is that going to be a key level based off of the technical target here, but what we can do is draw out a Fibonacci to see how these all tie in together. If we draw a Fibonacci from the high that was put in on November 6th, down to the low that was put in right back here, of course, I'm still ignoring this Evergrande BS wick, on November 12th. We can see that this also puts us directly in line with our 1.272 Fibonacci extension, which is the general region that we will reach if we're able to clear the 786 level. What that says to us is that if we clear 246 and then we're able to clear 251, we have two technical targets, a Fibonacci and an inverse head and shoulders, both saying that we will work our way back up to $270 plus. I do believe that this is extremely possible and extremely likely to happen. And from the point in which we are at now, that is still a growth of well above 11 to 12%. And so going forward, what I need to see is that we are able to clear $246 first. That's of course going to be step number one. And then step number two being that we are able to clear the 0.786. It's no surprise that we are finding so much resistance right now at the 618 Fibonacci retracement level, as this entire box right here is going to be our door to a new all-time high. So what we can go ahead and say is that if we're able to clear this box, that we can expect a new all-time high to be right around the corner for Solana, and you definitely need to keep a close eye on it. Now, if the price is to start to roll at this point, you need to look at your 4-hour EMAs to gauge where it's going. If it starts to roll and continue downwards, look for support to establish on the 20 and 50. If we lose the 20 and 50, there is a very high likelihood of us falling to the 100 EMA on the 4-hour charts, which is currently around $228. So be keeping an eye on that. I do believe that this 100 EMA would hold again, as it did here. If we lose that, of course, we are looking at a fall back towards $200, but until that was to happen, I'm not too concerned with it. If the price starts to roll, look for an interaction with our 20, 50, and 100 EMA, look for support establishment and a continuation back up through these levels. But the moment we clear these levels, do understand that the door has now opened for a push back up to $278. So overall, I will keep you guys as up to date as I possibly can on this Solana move. Of course, I'm not buying any right now. We did a trade on Solana way early on, back in September, towards the middle of October. We actually did another one in which we went on a long-term entry on Solana at $146. Since then, we have seen the price making some absolutely fantastic gains. I'm trying to get that exact number. We are up in the Patreon still roughly, let's go ahead and put it here. We're still up about 64+%. And so I'm not doing too much buying at this moment. I'm very happy with the entry that I had, but overall, I do believe there are still fantastic buying entries if you're not in yet. And the clearing of our step number 2, of course, which is the clearing of $251, definitely could serve as one of them. So with that being said, of course, again, I will update you as soon as possible, and make sure you don't miss the next Solana video by turning on all notifications when you subscribe to the Tyler Hill Investing channel. And I will see you all next time. Peace.